Thank you so much, Alex, and to our fine analysts for breaking it down. I do agree with Chad. I think this is much more of a 50-50 map between the two because this is where we saw Kenny come online in a crazy way earlier in the tournament. He's definitely feeling the op right now, and this is the op map.
Yeah, we didn't see a whole lot from it on Overpass, but this tournament in general, he has looked very good. I do agree. G2 standing on the CT side doesn't really have a massive knock-on effect, but it is slightly T-favored these days, it seems, as Jax will find some aggression towards Long. That's looking very good for them. They've got lots of intel here, but the problem is it's up towards shore that Fnatic goes. So they will swarm towards T-spawn. They think this is maybe a contact B play. You can see them actually getting deep towards the B tunnels here, so they might be getting misinformation, Semler. They might think they're about to pounce on the entirety of Fnatic, but at least they'll be together, but this will be a difficult retake, but maybe reconsidering their options here. Fnatic will lose the first pick, and now find an open A site.
Oh, buddy, they need to go. They don't realize, of course, just how close this is now, but you are going to have the rest of G2 descending on this bomb site. Golden going to get the plants. Nice long-range shot onto Crims there from Nexa. Really takes him down to 6 HP. That's brutal. Flush up, trying to hold short. Spots multiple bodies there as well. It's going to get out of hand. Turning away. Really trying to put the pressure on JW and Flusha working together. 3 players here for Fnatic, and they are swinging wide, trying to take the fight to G2. They need to come out ahead here, otherwise it's all going to fall apart. The bomb is planted for short. Fnatic need to maintain short control, but they aren't managing to come up with the kills. JW and Crims doing the best that they can, but it's all falling apart. It's all on Crims now. 1v3, turns away from Nexa, and Nexa collects 2 kills in the pistol round, and G2 will win it. So, excellent start here for G2. Despite it being such a chaotic round.
A weird round. I haven't actually seen that before. The CTs are pushing long all the way towards T-spawn, hoping to pounce on the terrors waiting towards the tunnels there. They managed to get a quick kill towards middle. That was obviously a nice advantage. The 5 and 4 certainly helped them out on the retake there, but Fnatic just couldn't hit the shots towards shore. They couldn't get the Glocks connecting with their heads, even with the flashbangs there. Very efficient retake, especially from an Amanek there. You see him ducking and weaving on the Xbox there, even with the team kill coming through. It seems like it's all under control. But, of course, the bomb was planted, Semler, and you know what that means. We're in store for some fun here. The rifles are out. The Kriegs are there in full force, but Brolan, for once, silence at the start of a round. His Krieg not offered up. It should be recoverable here. Golden will grab it. Hasn't got armor. I'm going to give that to JW, possibly. He's got a helmet. So there we have it. He'll take the scouts. JW with the rifle. Still a 5 and 4. They have a chance.
Yeah, good weapon management here from Fnatic. I like to see it. We will get the smokes. Obviously, G2 are the ones who got the bigger buy with all of the nades to complement. But this is still a terrifying situation because these 2 Kriegs can just go to town on G2. G2 did go for the middling sort of scenario, 2 SMGs, 3 rifles. Well, those SMGs will be vulnerable. And it's looking like a little bit of pressure up Cat just early on here. And out mid, trying to take advantage of these Kriegs. I really like this from JW. Get the Krieg into a position where it can shine. Look for these long-range fights.
Teammates will join him. They will focus towards middle. The bombs in towards the tunnels here. It's a bit of a surprise attack towards middle. We're seeing a lot more teams do this instead of the telegraphs. Smoke over the mid doors, get control first, and then pounce before they have a chance to react to it, before they can get a boost set up. Hunter now knows exactly what's going on. Good flashbangs and HGs. He's going to hold them at the door for now. But can they break through? It's a pistol that goes in first. Amanek from up top. He'll do great work here, but Hunter's low. 3 versus 2. G2 still with the advantage, but the bomb should be planted by Flusha. Up to JW to protect him, though. Krieg in hand, tunnel smoked, but the flashbang comes over, and Flusha will bring it back to an even keel.
Yeah, Flusha holding the window there, so JW can fully focus on the doors. Flusha deciding to swing wide. That's a big play from him. Bold move, trying to take the fight to G2. And now we're in a 1v1. Seems like they know where JW is holding from as well, but JW is going to throw him for a loop. He's hanging out. No sound cue, though, for Jack, so maybe he's still thinking that he's up there, but he's going to walk right in, and JW will guarantee the kill. 3 kills for Fnatic in the round, bouncing right back. But having the Kriegs in the second round is insane. It's
It is
just
a bit much.
so much power.
It's a bit much. He even lost the first pick there as well as a 5 and 4 to kick things off. But I really like the call from Fnatic there. The mid-round control of that was excellent. So like I mentioned, instead of going for the telegraph smoke over the mid doors and then going for the mid split, they made sure they got JW out first. He confirmed that no one's in CD spawn, no one's peeking that position. They got 3 people through, bomb towards upper B, smoke down, and they pounce. G2 did well to manage it the best they could, but it comes down to the 1 versus 1, and they'll be the ones force buying response now after giving that one away. Flusha with conviction makes his way towards long. Flashbang comes through. Shot not as clean as you'd like. He takes minimal damage though. Down to 59. It'll be up to Brolan now in the pit, but they don't have to commit towards long. They've battled for control. Don't necessarily have to push up towards that position. Leaving one player towards the pit, it's certainly viable, and it allows you to apply pressure towards the A side, force out rotations from the CTs.
So Fnatic right now just calmly exactly that, doing just that. And it's going to be a stack from G2. This is the way that G2 wants to approach this situation. Get 4 or 5 players here on the A site. Fnatic are slowly walking their way up. Flusha with the first kill, spots the second. Amanek and Kenny out of it. Kenny expect a third, though. This is where it gets tough because there's a man on Catwalk, and they're realizing what they walked into are Fnatic, but they're managing it excellently. It's all Jax alone. So far, and it's a perfect round for Fnatic. Everybody survives.
Semler, I don't throw this around too often, but that was textbook Counter-Strike. That's as good as it gets. You got the long control. You had someone in the pit. You had one player investigating what you were up against on the A side. He completely destroys everyone. You got pressure from shore. You got someone watching the flanks. It's just a beautiful thing to see there. Fnatic pull it off with style. G2 down to a full eco.
It's the first time I've seen you smile.
I know.
all week,
I feel pretty good today. I got some sun. I got some exercise in. Who would have thought that's all you needed?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's almost as if, moving.
It's
was a good thing.
It's something,
Progress. But this is a hard eco here from G2. Fnatic, they know it. Straight out into mid once again. And this is JW at risk because, there's the first, but there are going to be many more who can swing wide. They didn't take the bait initially, and so this might end up costing JW. He's going to get 2, looking for a third. Oh, and he gets it as well.
Oh, you like this, Samuel. You like that a lot.
That's exactly what you're hoping for when you've got those Mac 10s.
Yep. Money, money, baby. And it's your AWPer that goes down as well. He's got $8,000. It's all looking fantastic. He can upgrade to the sniper rifle, but so can Kenny. That's the important note here. Remember, an overpass. He didn't have it for a while. He didn't necessarily have a chance to get really warmed up. He'll have to be careful this round, though. He's only got the glass cannon, meaning he has the sniper rifle. No armor, means he can't be super aggressive here. He can hold his classic position of the A side towards the car. Dust 2 doesn't allow you to be as nimble, and we'll see a fast-paced round here. It's expected from Fnatic. They've got the Mac 10 still. They know the money's going to be weak, and Brolad's surely going down here. But the flashbangs look so good. The blind shot's coming through. It's Nexa coming out on top to kick things off. Crim's locked out by the Molotov for now. Smoke down. He'll presumably jump down towards spawn. Maintains his position, though. Waits for his teammates, and they'll try and recover from the deficit.
Okay, this is tricky stuff now. Well, I'm definitely not expecting that level of pressure out of G2 early on, but it is really becoming standard now for there to be that battle that long initially. Golden finds the headshot on Hunter. Second man going to be on slope, though, and this is opportunity for Nexa to just ruin Fnatic. They may not be expecting this at all. You can see Golden not even worried about it. There's the flash. Golden checking Goose. Man is still on slope, and he gives it away. Doesn't find a kill, and the element of surprise is lost now for Nexa. Fnatic realized that somebody's holding close. Should be able to still get the bomb plant down. That's Flusha who's going to try it. Yep, safe for him, but Kenny finds a kill on JW. Nexa steps in, takes down Golden. Nexa with the double. Nexa really warming up here. And Crims trying to recover this AWP. Bomb has been planted. He needs to find the shot on Amanek here. Amanek and him, who sees each other first, and it is going to be Amanek who wins it.
Well, there it is.
Tell us how you really feel, Amanek.
That's a really world-class hold from Nexa. The fact that, like you said, he lost his element of surprise. He just needed a bit of backup there. Kenny to land one shot. He rotated in from spawn was enough for him to pounce on his opportunity there. He was so clinical with his shots as well. You see that spray control? It's like a laser beam coming in towards that A side. They couldn't do anything about it. Strong CT hold at the start towards long. And this is such a cool play from Nexa. Really enjoyed that one. He's going to go round 6 here. Money's still available for Fnatic, of course, but G2 now have a double AWP set up. Kenny S and Amanek. We're bringing it to round number 6. Amanek to head towards B and position himself as a turret. And that'll be more of a standard default setup here from Fnatic now. Showing off those flashes at the start is to bait out utility. They've done it a couple of times now. You want to make them just as scared as they were before and dump their flashes and smokes towards that long position.
Keep them honest. Keep G2 having to put 3 players there, because if it's a constant threat from Fnatic taking over long, G2 have to have bodies there. Nice shot coming in from Kenny S.
Be enough. Not quite.
There's the HE, and Golden was far enough back. JW aggressive out mid, though. This is a chance. Nexa's going to walk into it. Spotted, legged. Man, this is crazy. It's just the game of legs with these operas now. Woo! Nexa, that was so close.
One tick would have done it. He dances around the flames and gets away with his life. Still, the man advantage. Well, damage advantage, I should say. Both exchanging blows. We'll now have a little mid-presence here from JW. Gives up the bomb. JW knows he's legged one in spawn. He gets his Glock out. Now gets the AWP back in hand, looking towards the window. Smokes down, wants to stop the boost as well, and that's a decent incendiary. That buys a lot of time with the CTs. Golden, 10 HP, leading the charge towards B with the Krieg in hand.
Oh, and he's going to go for it, too. Now he knows there's an off. Oh, right on the edge of the smoke. Amanek catches Golden. And so Hunter and Amanek still alive here on the B site. You do have a man holding mid. That's JW. Has to hit the shot. Point blank. Nope, not going to happen. Full flashed. Crims whips around. He gets caught by Hunter, who goes aggressive. And they're getting picked apart. Fnatic. Huge cry coming up here from the G2 side of the arena. 3-3, tied up. G2 2 rounds in a row, and they make the double op work.
They really do. That's strong. A lot of analysts have been pointing out that the B bomb site is very, very difficult to hold on the CT side. Even the world's best teams will struggle with it, but this is looking solid from G2 there. Hunter looks like he's complementing Amanek perfectly there with that sniper rifle in hand. They're able to work off each other, protect one another from potential threats. That's a scout tag. Looks like almost two of them. JW's being a bit of a nuisance towards middle. That has given in the end and say, you know what, he can have it. As he continues to rattle off shots through the doors here. Only landing one so far. Flashbang is decent. Can Hunter get away? Not quite. Nice teamwork there. Brolan set up by Crimson now. Amazing flashbang there. Very effective.
I love that flash. You just chuck it from top mid.
Yep.
Pops right in the doors. If you're facing it, you're screwed on the CT side.
Yeah, you can see Hunter knew he is in a lot of trouble.
There's a couple of flashes like that that really just love it. Ooh, Kenny getting caught by Crims.
All right, Crims.
Not expecting Crims to be holding close like that. Two-man advantage now for Fnatic.
Yeah, he's feeling himself, isn't he?
This is really going to put them in a bit of an awkward position here, G2, because you've already got Amanek under, or no, rather, who's left? Yeah, Amanek. Amanek holding the B site with that op, but he's been tagged down, and now he's just giving up the site. Needs to get some information mid. Maybe wants to set up a trap here for Nexa. They are going to go towards the A side. It looks like here Fnatic bomb is crossing. Still got Golden over at long, holding the doors. And Jax, well, Jax, you better be the professional today, man, because you're going to need to hit some shots.
Well, he's only got a flashbang here. He's got the AK-47. He's just going to have to be pixel perfect with his positioning, his shots, and they're waiting for the push here. They are so aware of it. The swing will come through, and that's very good CS from Fnatic. The fact they lose one frag, spacing's decent, but will they anticipate this flank from Nexa? He has looked so good at this M4. The Molotov, he'll beat it, and he can't get the kill. Flusher one step ahead of him, as usual. One of the most smart players we've got in the entirety of CS, I have to say. He's looking very, very good there, and it's going to be a 4 versus 1. Amanek can do nothing about this, but save the AWP. Fnatic managed to bring it back in their favor with a scout in hand, no less.
Pretty sure JW spotted him. Let's see, does JW look for the gun? No, he doesn't, but Amanek threw the op over the truck.
Oh, that's a good point. He did, didn't he?
Yeah, so that's some clever stuff there. They need to find Amanek now to save that AWP. Attempt at a flick, and now he's going to get boxed in. Doubt that he's going to survive it. That's awkward.
Well, that would do in the end, I suppose. The Glock threat from above.
Oh, well, they sack a Krieg, sadly.
Yeah, and they kept the scout. So that's knowing JW, he probably keeps the scout. I'm not a fan of it, but their money's reasonably low on the G2 side. It might not be an issue here because they've got a scout themselves. Kenny S will have that for now. Here's the replay of Brolan getting it down. That great flash from Crims as we described. And then imagine to finish things off there. Golden was having a bit of trouble with the Glock. Brolan's like, I'll help you out, bro. I got this.
That was awkward. Attack pause. First one coming in here for G2. All right, before things get completely out of hand. 4-3. And we saw what Fnatic were capable of on their T side overpass. Always good on the money.
Yep.
And so far, at the beginning of this half, it has been Fnatic pretty much buying every round.
Yep.
So they're so good at managing their money. They're so good at keeping that threat up constantly here on G2. So G2 need to come up with a strategy here that's going to put some damage on Fnatic and not let them just get up to that point where they can just full buy every single round without fear. So, question now. Oh, and they're going for it. They're going for it, Hank.
Okay.
Op picked up on Hunter.
And
Kenny with a scout. Can we just trade that, please? Can we just give...
And he's got armor as well. Surely give it to him.
Oh, he's going to take it to long and see if he can get a pick, I guess, and then hand it over to Kenny afterwards.
Yeah, I think he might be right. He has got the good spawn, hasn't he? And the flashbang is effective, and he gives up the fact he's got it there.
Give it to Kenny. I guess he's not going to give it because he has no Kevlar.
Yeah, but Kenny has got Kevlar, so you're
it
just
to
going to
Kenny.
you're just going to boost him. You're not going to make your primary sniper actually viable in the round instead of using a scout. Either way, Hunter's a very good player. I'm sure he can land some shots. We'll see what he's capable of.
Well, full spread right now from Fnatic. No stack just yet. And it's G2 with a little bit more of a default approach here this round. Hunter in mid. 2 holding long right now for G2. This is the setup that we've seen them rely on heavily, G2, throughout this tournament. Kenny going to be playing between long and short. And Nexa with the quick rotation up through CT, or rather Hunter with the quick rotation in this case. And Nexa, oh, okay, they're going to peel it back. I like this call here from G2. You got to make a call at some point when you're behind on economy like this. Flash in. This is the same sort of one.
Okay, the double stack outside the B-bomb site here. It's not going to live up to expectations, but the orb could. Oh, it drops off. I don't think he intended on doing that. He'll have to scramble back towards the side now. He gets there in the nick of time, but won't get the opening pick just yet. Kenny S does, though, however. There's a chance now, but Hunter goes down quickly. Kenny will have to deliver multiple scout shots at this point. He's doing damage here, but hasn't found more than one killing blow. 4-on-3 favor for them. 10 seconds on the clock. Can they deny the plant? Not quite, but they have managed to bring it into a 4 versus 1. JW surely done for.
He's got to be here. That's got to be the shot. Misses it, and now Amanek can just take his time. Waiting on the other side, hiding. He knows he's up against an op. Key round here for G2, and they have a chance to get a second op as well. And again, Amanek, what's he got against JW?
I don't know, just trying to get under his skin, I suppose. Not much shouting going on, but there is a bit of fun and games on the server.
Krieg and an AK. That's as good as it gets for G2. Tying it up 4-4, 2 ops saved, a Krieg saved, and an AK saved. That is sick.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Amanek, a nuisance with that UMP. Always has been good with lighter weaponry. JW get much done.
I don't
in
see
that
why
finish
JW
round.
is too frustrated with that situation.
I guess it's more general frustration, the fact they've just lost to scouts and UMPs.
Yeah. And what seemed like a good situation there for Fnatic.
Yeah, it definitely did. Fell apart very quickly. The scout headshot came through.
But Nexa seems so confident on this map. Really, we do see G2 come alive on Dust 2.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with the calls, he's snappy. He's not just saying the same thing over and over again. The stack in mid, which grants them the ability to have a quick rotation over towards A, really bolster that defense. I mean, G2 have got a solid read on what Fnatic are throwing at them, and so now it's a question of whether or not Fnatic have anything special in store for us. There will be a half-buy coming in here from Fnatic, so there will be a little bit of a threat this round. Some pistols, a Krieg on Broline, we all know what he's capable of.
Yeah, and an AK for Golden as well, so it's a bit more than a partial buy. It's pretty substantial, but not a full investment, that's for sure. So 2 AKs, well, 2 rifles, I should say, and then it looks potentially like a B split. They've got 3 towards the tunnels right now, 1 towards lower. We'll see what comes through. Crims, lethal with the Desert Eagle in the correct circumstances. Make his way up towards shore. Nexa, who's been impressive so far, holds with the M4A4 towards middle. He'll be joined by Hunter with the Krieg in hand. And it is going to be that B split. That Molotov will have to be very effective towards the platform, trying to buy space away from the AWPer.
Broline in mid waiting for the rotation, but it's already come through. Now he can't go anywhere because he's got Kenny to worry about. Hunter finds Broline, and so no longer have to worry about that mid situation, and it is going to be straight up catwalk the bomb. They've pulled a fast one on G2. Have to worry about Kenny hitting these shots here. JW will be able to get the bomb plant. And so the bomb planted is big. Flusha eliminated from the mid. Still a 2-man advantage here for Fnatic, but the Golden has recovered an AK to work with here. He's got an AK to work with. Very quiet so far this map, Golden. We'll see if this is his time to shine. Wall bang through from Kenny onto Crims. That's big. And now, yeah, this is an impossible situation for Golden. It's almost to the point where you should just back off and save the AK for the next round.
Well, they are feeling it now. G2 are coming together nicely. That was decent from Fnatic. They got the bomb planted, but no kills found. It means they get a decent bite to the next round, though. G2 will take the lead now. Remember, like we said, it's been a T-sided map in the last few months, and Fnatic starting to shrink a little bit now. Getting those bombs planted, but not finding many frags. It's G2, they look much stronger in that department right now, especially Hunter towards that B side of the map. He's nailing shots at that Krieg. Very efficient, very impressive. Round 10 coming through. It's 5-4 overall on our second map, the pick of G2. And we'll have 2 AWPs and 3 T weapons as well. A couple of AKs and a Krieg. Best setup, as you mentioned. You could probably have.
Yeah. I mean, just swap the AKs for Kriegs, and you're really cooking with gas. That's big, though. Next up, once again, opening it up. Traded, though, this time. Early aggression at long. Once again, that battle really going down. Golden taking the brunt of the damage. Big! Nade onto JW as well, down to 58. And a follow-up. JW's, he's just kind of whimpering. Please, can we just stop throwing HEs at me? 8 HP left on JW.
Still alive and kicking. I'll have the AK for now. But it's a massive advantage for G2 over it with the double AWPs up. No real map control for Fnatic. Kenny S confident towards long. He'll have Nexa with him. He's already found one kill this round. It's done significant damage. Problem is, middle is a little bit exposed, but Amanek has it with the B bomb site window. He's got full vision for now, comfortable with his position, and there's not really many ways to challenge him. He's going to hit that shot if they do it dry.
Molly up on catwalk. Should be getting the smoke down short. But again, they have a tendency to put the bomb up here solo in upper dark. So an HE, fresh smoke going down to block off the bomb, and this is where it's going to start heating up. Molly's there, flashes, jiggle peek attempt, and Amanek, he's just too patient. Doesn't get baited. Golden is out. Golden is the bottom fragger, though, for Fnatic, so he's out of the picture. You still got your heavy hitters in the mix. Flusha and Crims finding the kills. That's the B side open for business.
That was looking so good for G2.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, a couple of frags come in, and now they have the advantage, but still potentially worth it. Apparently not. G2 don't fancy it. They're just maintaining the money, which we love to see, and they're too far away. Remember, those are the two long players. We pointed out earlier, kennyS and Nexa were watching towards long. It was the same approach from Fnatic. Wasn't that telegraphed mid-split coming through? They waited till they had full mid-control, dropped those two smokes, and even though Amanek got the first frag, they just weren't able to fend off the full T bombardment from the tunnels and the mid-area. So kennyS and Nexa set up. They're not sat there in a docile manner. They're being active. They're looking towards T-spawn for any exit frags, and indeed middle. kennyS, this time on the CT side, trying to get the mid shot.
Wow, if JW's so low HP, he has to run out here.
Nexa's
Nexa's going to wait and see. I just want them to hide, but Crims shows himself, and that's so painful here for the economy on Fnatic's side. Losing that 1 AK.
Yep.
I mean, they don't have money to work with. Every gun matters right now for Fnatic, so Crims getting caught in the open like that is really painful for them. Whereas G2, because they had that round that was flawless the round before, they've got plenty of money to just go for the full buy. They're going to have a fully equipped team right now.
This is a very crucial round here for Fnatic. What can they bring to the table overall? They do have the ult for JW. Not going to find anything at the start. You don't see many power plays these days for those doors, but maybe towards long we can. Flusha gets it by the skin of his teeth. Jax will be taken down with a last bullet through the door, and it's going to be Golden's chance now to pounce upon the opportunity. Will he find kennyS in rotation? Very difficult to find this shot on kennyS. Not many players can hit it. Can Golden? Not this time. kennyS aware of it and takes him down. It's a classic shot of his.
They're starting to figure it out, because, I mean, this really is what G2 tend to go for. Their default is what they're wrapped in now. So I was wondering if Golden was just going to try and push up quickly onto the site and play off of Kenny hanging around long for so long in the round. At the beginning of the round, Kenny really does tend to hang around there. It's not until later on that he starts to come back and scope up on short. But now he's getting aggro. JW! Kenny didn't even hit. See what hit him there?
Yeah, I don't think he could. That was right through the corner of the box. So do they commit to this? They're going to jump down and bounce towards the ramp. Nexa has been a problem for them, and this time it's time to go down. But Nexa once again, he's striking with the AK-47, looking to close things out. It's just JW with the AWP now. He is low, and he'll fall back. That is amazing. Once again, Nexa holding strong towards the A ramp, but JW finally silences him. It's AWP on AWP action here. 35 seconds, goes to the plant, baits him out, and now he knows exactly where Amanek resides.
Oh, he's got time for mind games. So this is the play here from JW. Get the bomb planted, and now you're going to get that time ticking. Bomb is planted for you if you wanted to rotate long as well. He doesn't know if Amanek is pushed up short, and that's what he's checking right now. Does he decide to jump it, or is he thinking the mind games are going to come through here from Amanek and that he rotated around to long? JW is lacking the information. In these 1v1s, it's all down to game sense.
It really is. This is a great plan from Amanek here. You can see JW doubting his position now. He's not quite sure where to finish things up, but Amanek needs to be careful. Hasn't got the kit, but I'm sure there's one on the side.
That was, yep, enough.
Ooh! Is it enough? I think he might have it.
I think he's got it. Oh, no. He might not. Oh,
That's a shame.
And he goes up with the bomb.
That's big. Okay, JW. He thought he was
JW's
giving
like,
it up.
I knew it all along.
There must have been a kid there. I feel like there must have been all around. I can't tell now, but still, Nexa. So he had a kid, right? So there was one on the round. He had jumped and got it. That could have been the difference maker, but obviously that was such a frantic moment. He felt like he had the 10-second defuse. He gets 3 kills. He did enough there, Nexa, but JW just about wins it. I like the approach from Amanek. You could see JW really doubting as to whether he was still towards shore, and he actually gets the frag, jumps on the bomb site, finds JW, and he makes it very expensive. So all 5 players go down there. So remember, that's only $3,500 per player now getting money. So everyone goes down, and they're going to have to take a pause. And we G2 to call it, but this will help out Fnatic as well. As they need to distribute their wealth around, as it's not looking too good for themselves.
Well, they're Swedish.
That's true.
They know how to do that.
They can probably make it work, no problem.
All jokes aside, Henry, they will have the money to buy here, Fnatic, but on both teams, it's putting G2 in a bit of a quandary, and it's looking like the half buy here for G2. They managed to have the money from Kenny to get Kenny that AWP, and it is going to be Kenny on him to have the impact this round. Rest of his team wondering, and we haven't seen this from Kenny yet, so this could potentially catch Fnatic off guard.
Yeah, taking matters into his own hands here, but has he mistimed it? Oh, JW, if he jumped up then, he would have got it, but I think he fumbled the jump initially. He spotted him, goes up for a second chance, and Kenny S is ready. That's a shame. They've lost the AWP. That's a big, big frag, because now it's a 5-on-4. Kenny S, always going to be dangerous on Dust 2. He's shown his hand with the AWP now, falls back towards A.
Yeah, this is where you start getting into the mind games. Because they've got the B stack going for G2, so Kenny's the anchor for A. But right now, Fnatic might be thinking, well, hold on, if the op is over there, then we need to go to the other side, right? Because they won't have anything over there, right? For whatever reason, they've got an op, but the other should be going. And so Golden right now, he's got a bit of a quandary on his hands. Which way does he go? Does he decide to go away from the op, or do they decide, hey, we've got the superior firepower, if we can just charge the op down? They're light on the nades, though. That's what's really going to be putting Fnatic in a bit of a bind.
I feel like Kenny's going to pull this one off. There's something.
They have 2 smokes. So if they could have a flash or something to work with, or Brolan down with the Krieg and Pit.
Time is ticking away. They've got the bomb towards long. Kenny S still showing that presence, trying to push them towards B if possible, now focusing towards short. They'll still be in that B stance. They push towards T-spawn. They know it's going to be an A-side attack now. Another advantage for G2. They'll double smoke towards crossover. They're so scared of Kenny at this point. 20 seconds remain. The smokes are terrible.
What are those?
They're absolutely awful.
Kenny's going to eat them.
Yeah, they don't deserve this round at this stage. It's all gone wrong.
9 seconds left. Yeah, terrible round here for Fnatic.
Yeah, that was they buckled under the pressure there. Kenny S getting 1 kill, put the fear of God on them. They had no idea how to handle it. That's going to be full eco now, or it might even just be a force buy because they've got like $1,500 per player.
Yeah, $1,500 across the board here for Fnatic. That's a disaster round. 6-6, tied up, and Fnatic hard ecoing. This will allow G2 to take the lead on CT side.
Round wants to forget quickly.
It's not even hard eco. You're absolutely right, Hank. It is going to be the force buy coming in here from Fnatic. So CZs, Deagles, Kevlar, nades, just anything you could scrounge together here.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Interesting decision here from Hunter to go aggressive in this situation. I guess maybe he's thinking I'm going to be running into Glocks, but he's at risk of getting overwhelmed here. Flusha and Brolan working together on this. Oh, Brolan's going to peek it alone, though, and that's going to alert it. So Flusha not able to trade, and Kenny now in position in mid, not at long, and so he'll be able to take the shots. Kenny is starting to get a little bit more leeway here, it seems, to take his positioning where he wants. At risk. I like the pressure, but Golden gets winged through the doors. Hunter's here now, once again with the AK, looking for the shots. Bold move here. And it's Kenny just going for more and more aggression with this op. Hopefully they're able to save it at the end of the round.
JW, a slight chance to find a kill, but Nexa, he has been so good towards this A-bomb site. Nothing they can do to really remove him from his perch at this stage. Jax looking clinical with the M4. Just a matter of time before he gets another. Apparently not. Flusha will take him down in the duel.
Flusha's got to seize that, dude.
Yeah, well, I guess that is a very good point.
Might as well have a rifle.
Exactly. Well, it's still a winnable round, but it's not likely. They'll try and smoke off towards the mid doors. And now Hunter, low HP, but they have got the bomb down towards short. 30 seconds remaining. Oh, hello. We'll take that one. That's the 3.
Yoink.
And I'll have the AK now as well.
He's got the op as well if he wants it. Kenny died out there. I'm guessing AKs are the name of the game here. They've both got Kevlar. And it's going to be very quick. And this is big because Nexa's holding all the way at long. They have no way of knowing that, Fnatic, but the bomb site is completely free. But they are going to make their way up here. And Nexa could have a chance perhaps to shut down this plant. 6 seconds left. He has to stick it. No hesitation here on the side of Flusha. Nexa has to know this as well. So he's going to play the long game. Now it's all trusting the retake. They have a single flash. He's going to peek into 2, though, and that's a real tough break for Nexa.
Here we go then, Amanek. What are you made of? Wasn't able to win out in the 1 versus 1, but can he do it here? Apparently not. It's a force buy from Fnatic. CZ's across the board. flusha and JW with 5 frags between them. Name a more iconic duo. There we have it. Fnatic needed that one desperately. They were dropping out of this game quickly. It was looking terrible in that previous gun round, but they managed to make that one work. JW sneaking down towards spawn, 15 HP, takes down Hunter, and at that point gets the rifle. They work together, get the bomb down, and Nexa can't deny it.
It's just unbelievable that they managed to pull that off. Losing in an anti-eco situation right now is going to be so demoralizing for G2.
Fnatic needed that, though.
Oh, yeah.
They were terrified in that previous round.
Damn, I'm surprised at the hesitation that's coming in on Fnatic's side. I mean, yes, G2 are more confident on Dust 2. They do look really good on this map. It seems like it might even be a home map for them.
Yeah.
But Fnatic, there's a lot of hesitation on their side. We've seen them really run the clock down low. And when you see that kind of scenario where the clock or the bomb keeps getting planted sub 10 seconds, it does speak to a bit of an awkward situation with the leadership on Fnatic, or that they are unclear on what their game plan is.
Well, that long control looks a little bit more promising this time for Fnatic. No CTs battling at the very start, no AWP shots coming through the smoke. And towards B they'll go. Amanek needs to be very careful here. His teammate's gone down. They know exactly where he is. When Grims is low, they'll be dropped by Nexa, who's been great with his M4. Continues to be here as well. 3 versus 2. JW have to pick up the pieces. Flashbang pretty decent, but Nexa will fall back to the doors. Can he control the spray? Just about there with 1 HP. He'll have to scramble away towards T-Spawn to the safety of his teammate flusha. It's the same duo once again up against kennyS and Jax. They have next to nothing on the CT side. An MP9. An AWP, no grenades, no kits, but they are together towards middle.
So flusha has put himself in the position now to clutch. Jax close. Jax wins it. Instant headshot from Jax with the MP9. 1 HP clutch now is what's necessary here for JW. They have pushed through the mid doors, though. Expecting them to be duoed up together. It's not looking like it. They hear the smoke go off, and now it is going to be JW getting the bomb plant. Still, this should be an impossible situation for G2 to lose. JW should be trades back and forth. I'm not sure if he got spotted there.
He just goes for the long plant because he's going to sit in the pit now. He needs to get there quickly, though, because they're going to be coming behind him. I don't think he's done it quick enough. He had to just get straight to the pit and just try and use that position if possible. It wasn't the best plan for it, but it would have been better than standing in the open. It's just a pistol to take him down, and it will be another round for G2 as they tie things up here, 7-7. Next up, once again, so accurate, so confident in his ability when he comes through that window. Really strong work from the in-game leader as we get into the final round of this first half. Couldn't be closer if we tried. 7-7, Fnatic will have to force, if you will. They would be buying regardless, of course, the last round, but it's not going to be great. CZs and MAC-10s. We haven't seen many B rushes from them. Maybe we want to change the pace up and go for one of those. Can be effective. And they're going to send, what, 4 players towards that side of the map? I think we might be having that.
It might be the straight YOLO. But then look at G2. 3 players here towards B immediately. Definitely banking on this from Fnatic. They want to cover it. There's been less action at long, and so the shift has happened over towards this side of the map for the Fnatic offense. And there it is. Line him up. Amanek, he gets one. He gets traded, though. Hunter holding close with the M4A1. Nexus here as well, though. Nexa back in the site. Going to light him up. 1, 2. Looking for a third. Not going to find it. Of course, flusha's there with the CZ. How does this keep happening?
It's the same 2 again, flusha and JW. It's just the B bomb zone in general. We've seen this so much recently. That one dribble smoke, the double flashbang. It's so overwhelming. And G2 are ready for it as well. They were set up there. And Jax, he's ready as well. flusha now knows he has to take control. And kennyS anticipates it. That's a big round for G2 to pick up. Another excellent map here between these 2 fantastic teams. G2 will take the final round 8-7. And we'll be taking a break and be back with that second half, which is promising to be very good as well. We hope you join us for that.
Yeah, it's looking excellent. So you're right, Henry. Quick break, and we'll be right back with the second half. Back with the action here after what has been a very scrappy first half between these two teams. Gone is the clean CS of Overpass, where Fnatic were just locking it down with, I mean, like anacondas, man, just crushing G2 with their economy. This has just been back and forth. These teams have just not been able to establish a streak whatsoever across the half. It's just been trading rounds. And so now it's up in the air. I mean, it really is playing to what Chad predicted on the analyst desk. This is a 50-50. It's playing out like a 50-50.
Yeah, you're dead on. Fnatic crumbling in some key moments as well. Those long smokes come to mind, giving away scrappy picks, a lot of solo challenges. It's a very important pistol round in the second half here, and we've got P250s out in pairs here for G2. kennyS and Amanek with a smoke and a flashbang to go with them. Presumably means they'll focus towards long, challenge the A side with the P250s, double smoke the crossover, hopefully in an effective manner, not like Fnatic did, and flash and win the site. But they need to ascertain what they're up against first. Fnatic will have a boost towards short, looking towards lower. Leaving kennyS in the long doors. He's actually smoked in towards CT spawn, flashed long, trying to bait out a reaction here. And it certainly worked out. They are rotating right back here to investigate.
The trap, the trap, the trap, Flusha! Oh, this could be beautiful, though. He could completely catch Amanek off guard.
So smart.
But he is going to get gunned down here. No. Depends on the turn. He spots him going up. Hears him going up. Amanek assassinates Flusha once again, but Golden with the double headshot. JW finds one of his own. JW looking for more. But they've got a two-man advantage now, Fnatic. That could not have gone better for them with the positioning. A little bit of a revenge there for the pistol round in the first half here for Fnatic, but Kenny, no slouch in his own right. He's got a P250 as well. One-shot headshots, definitely possible. There you go, example. Looking for more. This would be the most insane clutch if it actually pulls off. He's going for it, but it's not going to happen. And I like the pressure from Fnatic as well. Just not even going to let him get the plant. They just charge him.
We could hear on the comms there, you could see Flush called it. As soon as he got in that position, he goes, I think it's going to be a mid-split. I think something weird's going on here. Goes to check out upper B, then hears all those footsteps running up towards shore. It was enough for him to get the information. Of course, he got taken down towards lower B. Just to know towards the end of that round, kennyS, who's obviously fighting for the victory. But had he got the bomb planted there after getting the quick kill on the site, they would have had Kriegs this round. And we know how strong that can be. Didn't get the plant through. It's going to have to be the full eco, a chance for Fnatic just to take the lead at this point, as they'll be buying in with, how many rifles you got here? Just the two. The AUG for Crims and a FAMAS for Golden. But that's enough to work with next round. You know that the UMPs and SMGs seem to work out in general for Fnatic, to be honest with you. But we'll see AKs in the thirds. Now G2, their only real objective here, somewhere, is to try and get the bomb planted. Best way to do that is try and bait out grenades, make your way up towards short with that single flashbang, and just try and overwhelm the site. Just need one kill to get that bomb planted. Sometimes not even that.
I do believe that Broland will be ready to ruin their day.
He hasn't had the strongest dust to so far. He's on 9 frags, Crim 7, Golden 6. Like, no one's really lighting it up. It's JW and Flusha who have been doing most of the heavy lifting, those key clutches. But need to see some of the other names come online here for Fnatic, shake off some of those nerves from the first half. Run boots come in, like I said, just going for a plant here. And the fact they've got a scout up against him, it could work out. But Broland's there, needs to be clean here, needs to deny that bomb, which he has done.
It's almost as if I were a prophet, Hank.
You always are. You know what you're talking
I
about.
can see the future.
Not your first rodeo.
Well, that is real. That is as good as it gets.
Yeah.
That's as good as it gets. UMP, double frag. He gets a kill with the USP as well. So plenty of money into the coffers for Broland. And you're right to point out, I think he had a really rough first half, Broland. But I think this is where he comes online in the CT side, because he's always going in first on T side. You know, kind of feeding himself into the blender. Sometimes you look like a god, and sometimes it's just everything goes horribly wrong. Here, however, I think he'll have the opportunity to shine.
Well, we
so
will see.
we shall see. We shall see. 9-8 Fnatic, still in the lead. And it's going to be the buy coming in here from G2.
Rims, who falls back from middle. No teams of snipers just yet.
Wait
Up
for
the
it.
scout
It's
throw.
going to go, yo! That's what he's saying. Right there. Whee!
It was pretty fun, but the smoke on the other side. A little bit anticlimactic, I suppose. With Flusha now applying pressure that MP not. Oh my goodness, of course he does. Just cleanly, a couple of dings onto Amanek. Removes him from the situation. Here comes the FAMAS of Golden. He's had a quiet game so far, but that will do enough to keep the advantage here. Flusha, if you get another, I'm going to be absolutely disgusted. Of course, he's pulled it off, but still G2 continue the pressure. They've got spacing towards long here. They can get towards the side. Flusha now with the Krieg, gets himself towards Gandalf. He's got there in time, but I feel like Nexa might have spotted him. Maybe not. The plan will come through safely. Flusha will bide his time.
Perfect play. Perfect play from him. He doesn't need to. Exactly. He doesn't need to
okay.
show his hand. And there it is. Peek out. Once there is the distraction from long, then flusha goes for the peek. Then he knows, oh, wait, there's doubt that's going to set in. He's not going to be sure about his angle. What impeccable stuff here from Fnatic in these rounds.
It was close, though. G2, they had something to say about that one in the 3-on-2 there, but it's Brolan picking up the FAMAS. We want him to come online. That was a sick shot, by the way. Him getting that towards the car. Like, his crosshair placement in those sort of situations is always just dead on. He always just knows where the players are going to be, a good understanding of what their tendencies will be in these sort of situations. Love that from him. And it's to be double digits for Fnatic. But the bomb got planted. Means there is enough to buy, but it would be a scrappy one. G2 historically have sabotaged their own efforts. Not in this lineup especially, but I'm talking about the CSGO org in general. They love to force buy a bit too much, especially on Dust 2. They're taking a partial buy here. It's a bit more conservative. It's not going to be trying to pounce on the fact that Fnatic don't have the best cash in the world. Just going to see what they can do with CZs and MAC-10s. And if Fnatic's performance with those guns in the first half had anything to go by, they can certainly cause a dent. And there's only one player towards B right now, I believe.
Indeed. We will have flusha coming in here to help out, but he is about to get overwhelmed. Ooh, this nade could do big damage. That sets it up, but he charges through the smoke. He was trying to support Brolan. He has done his part, though. Brolan can still eat these guys alive. Does get headshot, and the flank comes in from MNEK. Perfect timing. And so they will make their way onto the B site, and this is now so difficult for Fnatic. We all know how hard it is to retake the B site as CT, especially man advantage here for G2. What a great call from G2.
And he, though. If he just gets one, that's enough. There it is. They might as well save now.
Yeah, I agree. This will be so stupidly hard to get in here.
They've
They've got utility, but...
Yeah, that's it, though.
But again, utility on Dust 2 of B site does not make a successful retake. I mean, there's so many angles you have to worry about. Close. Trying to spot him, and yeah, it's going to be a back off.
There's an open CT spawn. There's a little note I want to point out there as well. Oh, wait, are they doing something with this? I think they're going to try and grab the players as they're running towards the tunnel, perhaps. Like, that's all really Golden can do. Crims will MVP, and in fact, it just ends up in a kill against them. Not really worth it in the end. There was JW, dropped his open spawn when they were doing for the mid split, and just ran through the smoke of USP, just trying to take down anyone he could. He did a little bit of damage there. They couldn't quite find Kenny. Grabbed his AWP, and then he had to sit back in the smoke. But there it is, those B splits with the MAC-10 to CZ. They can be very effective, overwhelming at times, and running through the smoke. First player goes down. Brolan then was compromised completely. He had to focus on either middle or the tunnels. He's trying to get multiple frags there. In one of those positions, he knew he was going to die, but couldn't quite find the shots towards the middle. Got one frag taken down by the tunnels. G2 will pick up rifles, and then it all falls apart very quickly. But we have got the double orb set up for the first time. Crims on 8 kills. Needs to start stepping up here, and needs to go big with this orb. JW, same story.
Yeah, we saw that JW only had 1 kill so far with the AWP on this map. It's not exactly great from your primary offer. But then it's also been so scrappy that both of these teams have struggled to get the ops in play. There's the shot. Tag onto Kenny through the doors. That's a deep nade as well. flusha. Not going to go for the HE. Thought that would definitely do it. A little bit too late there. There was the golden opportunity that would have really ruined Kenny's day. Instead, now Kenny holding the op at mid doors. He's got the drop on JW. Crims, though, has picked off MNEK. That's in the B halls. This is another split coming through. Do you expect the second man, though? 2 players still on B right now. And Brolan going down might throw them for a loop on G2 side. Incendiaries, multiple incendiaries going down. Crims, can he find the shot? Takes one with him. That's 2 for Crims this round. Third one could be possible. Oh, and he gets it. 2-on-2 retake now, and they are at the doors already. flusha with the MP9.
Yeah, this is an absolute brawl, Samla. The MP9 could be dangerous here. Look at the HP for Kenny. Jax, and we'll have 64. They've got plenty of time. Flashbang from Golden now would be ideal. flusha wants to just pounce on the site before they even get close. That would be great. Give them information as well. Smoke about to go down. We'll see if flusha will get the opportunity to find Kenny. The option was there. Picks up the AWP instead, thinking about it. Does go for the sniper.
Does he not know? Yeah, I think they have to know that they got the tag on him. So one of these guys is very low. And yeah, flusha, good communication there between JW and flusha to make sure that flusha is making the right call with weaponry. Flash in. Bomb has been planted, and this is where you have to take your time. Golden trying to bait out a reaction. No more nades left for Fnatic either, and so they've got to do it hard. They've got to do it the hard way. And this is so difficult without any nades to help.
Yeah.
You know the guy's got the angle on you too, so it's just jump in. Clever. Oh! Unbelievable. flusha is a beast.
It's kind of lucky but sick at the same time. Like, Kenny has looked like he got at least one kill there, but of course, because he jumps and he's got the MP9 and that run and gun formula, it actually yields a leg shot from Kenny. That's the only way they win that. If he hits a leg shot, then they can both focus towards the tunnels. That's kind of ridiculous, of no utility. It's the MP9 that prevails because it can run, it can jump, and it can spray very fast in the air. So there it is.
Did you see him buffing his nails there as well at the end?
I did not.
I wish
was
that we had a camera on him so he could just be like looking at his nails as he's diffusing. I saw the buff there on the shirt real quick.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's the only way they could have won that. That's really entertaining stuff. Well then, G2 almost had it. It's going to be 11-9 to Fnatic, however. Not the cleanest round though. Money's still tight on both sides. Making his way up towards short. Jax, will he be the professional? Flashed in. Kenny needs to be careful here. Drops down. Crims will hear that. Nice shot. Kenny might go for those doors. Crims will be waiting.
Meantime, that's Jax taking some damage. That's upper halls. Roland so far back in position here on the B site. He's got support from JW. Krim still holding close mid. And this seems to be the name of the game here for G2. The explosive B take. Just get out there and swarm the defense.
Yeah, Brolan's alone
electing to get close as well. Yeah. Krim's with one. Needs to get the second. Needs to get the second.
Oh!
Kenny point blank finds the shot.
That's the kill that decides the round, I think.
I agree.
Yeah, ruthless. Nice work from Amanek. And that's going to be it. Another B focus here. It's Brolan that he can't really come online. He's left there alone to his own devices there. He actually played that perfectly. Got them all lined up. Dodges the flashbang, but there's just too many players in front of him. He did about 100 damage, but it wasn't quite enough. Now Kenny trying to just remove any cash they might try and save. You can see a bit of a disappointing look on his face at that point. Usually had that shot, but it's not the end of the world. They can still lock them in towards long.
I'll leave it there. Yeah, they're going to be hunting these guns. Amanek finds Flusha. Golden, the last man here. I would just leave Golden. Instead of risking your money at this point. Everybody's so broke. Every rifle matters so much for G2 right now to get this online. Just, this is brutal. They're going to lose one. So G2, I mean, they're taking rifles off. But there wouldn't have been a buy from Fnatic anyway. I mean, Fnatic, what is it, double eco scenario right now? It's an interesting situation for Fnatic. I think they can afford to take one round, half buy if anything. And then when it's tied up 11-11, go for it.
Yeah, this is going to come right down to the wire. G2 look to have a bit of an edge for now. You're absolutely right. 3 nades maybe towards the long position. See if those come through. You don't want to be rushing long though if you know you've got control of the finances and you've got a bit of a stranglehold on your opposition, so good call here from G2. Running the default, that's what you like to see. Nothing too chaotic. Work out, confirm. If it isn't indeed just the pistols, it's still a difficult situation. Yes, they take a bit of a half buy, partial buy, but there's only $1,000 on Flusha right now. They're not going to have tons of cash going forward. They need to cause a dent here if possible.
Stack from Fnatic on A, so let's go. This is G2. This is also the mind game that's going on with G2. When you keep running towards the same site over and over and over again, you're trying to set your opponents up to actually stack that site. Right now, Golden's trying to play one step ahead. Because at some point, you want them to stack B, and then you swing A and crash the defense there, and you leave Fnatic in chaos. But what Golden is going for here is just, okay, he's expecting us to go for a stack on B right now. We're going to stack A, and we're going to be one step ahead. And with this stack, this might actually work for Fnatic because G2 are about to run into all 5 players of Fnatic right here.
Oh, damn. You're absolutely right. Now that USP wants to stay alive here. JW, he's in position for a couple. Here we go. The bomb goes down. 20 seconds remain. Golden has got a flashbang from his teammates here. The pistols trying to strike. Oh, my goodness. It looks like it might be enough here, Semler. Amanek left in the 3 versus 1. There's no time. Even if he gets his kill towards the pit, he needs to grab the bomb from the bottom. There's absolutely nothing he can do. He'll have to run up, and the fact he's got the Molotov now, he knows it's over. He has to recover the AWP, and that's going to be the eco victory for Fnatic. The 5-man stack comes out trumps, and it's going to be Flusha and Crims that survive. That's kind of insane that that works out.
Somebody give Golden a hug.
Yep.
Some bro fists, high fives. No, it's not going to happen.
It's just silence. Just absolute silence.
But that's how it's done. That is a call of calls there for the in-game leader, for in-game leader Golden to just, yeah, he just let Nexa know that, hey, bud, I'm in your head. I'm in your head.
Dude, that's such a gut punch as well. If you're G2, you've called. Oh, we've got him on the full eco. I can hear the USPs, the CZs. They've got no armor. This is it. And you've run into a 5-man stack in that tight choke point with 20 seconds remaining. Oh, it's got to be the worst one. I think they've called a tactical time on the G2 side. They need to pick up the pieces here. Now their money's been ruined.
Untilt.
Oh, no. Not like that. If they end up losing this map now, that round's going to haunt them for a long time.
You'll get these key rounds that can make it all. Make it or break it.
Of course, it's Fnatic as well. That's such a Fnatic round of absolutely nothing. Looks like they're done. They haven't got any money left. They'll limp into the round with a few pistols. And, of course, somehow, some way, they make it work.
What a fantastic stash.
I'm jealous.
I am too. Oh. Timing didn't quite line up. G2, once again, Molly towards long. Ooh, is this where Nexa just kind of chills out and waits for somebody to get aggressive? All right, are we changing the pace here for G2? It looks like it. Time to set a trap. Golden holding long solo. Rest of his team kind of focusing up around mid. You still have JW hanging around on catwalk, it looks like. He'll be playing from Fox, yep. The waiting game. But we're back into that default. And that's going to take some of the wind out of G2 Esports' sails. I almost wish that at that point G2 just decide to go quick because it's the clock that killed him in the end. So I kind of wish that they would just decide to go for a quick play here. But Fnatic, they're not showing anything either. So G2, it's going to be slow. It's going to be methodical. There's the flash out mid doors. Yeah,
but they've been having so much success towards that B-bomb site. Is that where they want to go again? Because if I'm Fnatic right now, I'm changing things up on that side of the map. I'm getting a slightly different setup to actually fend off a mid-split, which they really have been struggling with. For now, though, G2 will be focusing towards short. That's where the bomb is. But, of course, they could just show a little bit of presence there, then fall back through those mid doors. It's a nice transition window. 40 seconds now. Kenny with the AWP. They still have 3 smokes and flashbangs. The fact that Nex is boosted up towards long, he'll probably backstab. They might just commit towards the safe side now, and JW will wait patiently with the M4.
No Molly to clear him out either. Oh, unfortunate. Unfortunate. Jax, what a shot. Takes him down, and now Amanek is going to wait for the rotation. Brolan does win the duel, and that saves Crim's life. Crims was going to die there. This is still Nexa kind of waiting for the man at long, and it looks like he might have to give up on that position. Kenny S finds the shot on Golden, and so now they know that long is open here. G2 have a way out, and Fnatic, just like that, we're back in this terrible situation for Fnatic where they have to back off and save.
Yep.
No money in the bank. You can't risk it, even though G2 have no money either.
Doesn't get any easier. And that's all down to Jackson at Mag-10. He makes his way in first. We talked about the MP9 being nimble. Wait till you see the Mag-10 in action. There's Flash. He's jumping around the corner and manages to get JW on the side, and that's absolutely everything. And it was a nice little shoulder peek as well. Do you see the way he baited out the shots from JW just in case he was there? And as soon as you start committing to this spray on the M4, it takes a second or two to reset, get comfortable again. Just wasn't ready for the challenge. And at that point, it is going to be 12-11. G2 pull one back, but a few weapons saved on the Fnatic side, but money is still so desperately low. Certainly can't get the AWP. Doesn't look like it'll be the force. They'll have to try again and allow it to go 12-12 potentially. But of course, those 2 rifles, there's always a chance they can pull it back. They did a lot more with just USPs before and some CZs. But this time they have an AK and a Krieg.
In we go. And once again, default on both sides. Not even the early aggression out long. And so Fnatic, they're able to cheat some players towards mid, have more of a default approach because G2 aren't necessarily swarming long every round anymore. They haven't really done much of that on T side at all, actually. It's been much more of a mid focus from G2, much more of a B focus from G2.
Yeah, it really has been. When they've gone towards long, it's been disastrous. We'll see what can be done here as JW with the pistol. He knows he needs a cheeky one, an opening. He's got no armor, no nades. Tucks himself in a position where he feels he can get at least a frag on Tribute. Run that clock down if possible. Fnatic are happy to wait. 2 players towards B. JW middle. Flash towards short though. And Flusher is on the A side. He has got the MP9. In anyone else's hands, I'd say that's not substantial, but he can make that sewing machine sing.
You will love the clothes if you are a Fnatic fan. Close though. And let's see it. It's going to be G2 up catwalk now. So, nades go sailing in. Once again, leaving the clock a little bit low, 30 seconds. If Flusha can delay things a little bit here, this could get dicey. Looking for the headshot, not going to find it. Jax, once again, taking point, just doing fantastic work. Next up, spots out Brolan. Brolan, of course he wins that fight. He's so quick, but again, man advantage. Golden's going to die here. And Fnatic are just getting overwhelmed. Round after round, they have found the weakness here in the Fnatic setup, and this is now on Golden after that excellent anti-eco round on his part, or eco round, I guess, on his part where he got the read and pulled a fast one on G2. G2 have just struck right back, and they're going straight up catwalk, it seems, every round now. And it's going to be on Golden now to adjust. What's the defense going to look like in the next one?
Money's still tight. They essentially took an eco there, but remember they brought 2 rifles into this round, and they'll leave with those as well. So at least they've got that on their side. They didn't fully invest in this round, but it does go 12-12.
One thing to note here is that G2, at least on these last 2 rounds that they've won, they haven't really aggressively hunted, and I really, really like that. Because look at their bank now. After 2 rounds of just winning, they've actually got players post-buy that are sitting at 6.7K. So that's solid.
That's also 2 for 2 now. Jax making his way towards the A side, opening
and getting
things
it
up
open,
cleanly. So he did it with the Max 10 before, now with the M4, and against dangerous players as well. JW4, then Flusha, ready and waiting to try and deny that plan. Really perfect stuff, and they might be changing the pace up. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
making a name for himself.
Golden is saying, bring everyone to the site. You know, JW's like, how many? Everyone? And he's like, everyone! And it's not enough because Jax is there.
Another
you think it's CS that he's got going? No, it's Bach in his headphones right now.
You're really running with this idea.
I'm going to throw all the I love that movie, so I'm going to throw all the references.
Right then. This time a 4-man stack. I haven't seen it in about 2 years, so I can't really keep up with you. But I really appreciate what you're doing with that.
Do we get wonderful headshots from Crims? That's pretty much everything that Fnatic are hoping for right now. 4 players on the A side for Fnatic stacked up, and G2 rinse and repeat. Until you can show us that it's not safe for us to go here anymore, we're going to keep coming up the catwalk. Flusha finds one, there's another, and it's looking like G2 are going to get their comeuppance, although Hunter will find 2. Nexa with the flank of mid. Brolan with the 180 headshot.
No.
Sit down.
That's not fair. How has he done that? Hunter still has a chance here, but he's down to 2 HP. It's the stack against them, another eco stack. This time, it's on the A side itself. He can win this, but it's just almost impossible. The Molotov, which is going to land on the side eventually, the one tick of that is going down. The Molotov should come in first. There it is. And as soon as it comes through, he's dead. So that's a disappointing one. They have full financial control, but they're blinking now as well. It's not just Fnatic, and they'll be able to pick up another save round here. Crims makes it work. I think they missed a smoke towards spawn. They threw the one on towards the boost boxes there. They didn't have one down in spawn, which is the classic setup to actually deny vision from that CD spawn ramp, and you have to really be a little bit deeper. But Crims really exploited that, and it will be 13-12. But the money, we know it's been strong for G2, but those rounds, they've got to win those ones. But Fnatic have found yet another lifeline into the game. Another 5-man stack on the A side, taking them all down one by one. Hunter gets a couple of kills, but they managed to pick up the AWP. They've got some residual cash now.
This is just the frustrating part now for Golden because he has to try and get in Nexa's head again. So 2 rounds of cat pushes work for G2. They finally get shut down because Golden keeps 4 over there. So again with the stack, now where do G2 go? Do they go back to B site? Do they actually go out long fast? Because we haven't seen that much from them at all.
Sure.
And so Golden's right now, he's got to have this call where we have to be 1 step ahead. We have to be ready. And where is Nexa going to send his troops?
Oh, this is a really interesting game of Counter-Strike.
It's so fun to watch 2 good in-game leaders battle it out. It's all the mental games.
That's it. That's absolutely true. Like the ones like that can frag as well. I think Nex is at the very top of the scoreboard right now. He's got 26 kills. This guy's playing out of his mind.
And they did put 2 to long early this time. But again, didn't see anybody coming in. So that's Golden covering his bases. JW and Flusha were there earlier with him. JW setting it up with the flash. Nobody's there. Okay, Flusha back to mid. JW watching Cat. And it is going to be back in the B site that this is going to hit here for G2. They've gone back to the beginning of the half. Flusha, does he spray through? Doesn't look like it. He might try and rush on through if there's a flash, but Hunter catches him.
Again.
This is on Crims. Must-win round. A absolute must-win round here for Fnatic, and Crims is down to 9 HP. They figure it out. They know he's hiding in the smoke. What a round from G2.
They They can't find their footing on that B bomb side at all. Like, they're throwing everything they can. They've got 2 players in CT spawn. They've got Brolan and Crimson the site. They're not finding anything. Now, the timing's just spot on from G2 every single time. Amanek opening things up this time. And they'll keep 5 players alive. This is massive. And they want to remove that orb from JW's hand.
It's looking like they want to. I'm wondering if it's worth, but you can get the op out. Afford to give up 1 player, maybe 2 for this hunt.
Considering the scoreline and the power of JW, I think it's just
no, but consider. Oh, well, Golden's going to shut down Amanek. That's the one guy that you give up for this. Okay. Well, they get the op. Cool beans. Except that JW hasn't been hitting shots all game long with the op. He's actually had, what, like 2 op? Maybe that's his 2nd op frag so far, right? So it's like, do we let him keep the op or not?
I thought he was going to do like a JW Classic then and just not fire at all and let them run past him.
Yeah, let him run past.
Yeah, I thought he was going to do that. I think that might have actually worked out, but who knows. 13-13. We're going for a double orb setup now. JW and Crims. Crims has been having a bit of an issue as he just jumps cleanly across. They don't smoke it, and he will be punished for that. You don't see that too often. He just jumps across old school style. Down to 13 HP. They've been struggling towards B. That certainly doesn't help matters. And now he's just hoping he's get 1 single kill here. They're going to help themselves towards middle. G2 just keep punishing this area, and 1 bullet in Crimson's general direction is going to take him down. A flash is even going to catch him, just to make things a little bit more difficult for him.
Adjustment's been made. Not quite. They didn't stack it, but once again, Flush is close mid.
At least you play window with that HP. Like, really, yeah, he does go back.
Flush is up here again. Once again, same spot. Hunter's going to be looking for it. Nexa as well. Nexa's actually coming around it, thinking about it. And there it is. A little bit of noise. Molly into the back.
Again.
Does he spray? He goes for the spray. They thread that needle somehow. This is going to get very difficult now for the players on B side. Amanek catches Crims. It's all on Brolan. Brolan with 1. There it is. Can he find a second, though? Kenny's still behind that smoke. There's a chance. Brolan gets it done. Flush is there with 1 as well. Man advantage for Fnatic, and the bomb has not been planted yet. Nexa has to go down here, and he gets spotted. There's the key kill from Flusha. 1v3 now. Kenny, he can clutch it. He can do it. This is the shot. Oh, and JW hits it.
I was about to say, this is one of the true moments where a 1v3 clutch would have such a massive knock-on effect here. Fnatic, it was not pretty. Sure, they keep 3 players alive, but that took absolutely everything Brolan had at the back there. He was painted into a corner. Yeah. He's got that Krieg in hand and somehow, some way got the 2 kills required.
I think the linchpin this time, though, is Flusha not dying. Flusha not dying first means that he can put pressure on the guys going up slope, which helps Brolan on his hold, because there was a bit of a sandwich there at window. So Flusha not dying, that's the big play there. Oh, man.
Every round is just, it is 50-50, as the boys are saying before. not even just the map, just the rounds.
Dude, and what a situation for Malik. You're out of timeouts now. You've used all your tactical timeouts. Now you're just along for the ride. This is where you put 5 years, you take 5 years off the coach.
Yeah.
He's just got to sit there and woo, count on Kenny to find the opener.
All right, then. Crims, I haven't liked his positioning towards middle with that sniper rifle. He was tagged in the previous round, and this time taken down after a quick push, and they're going to try and exploit that B site again. They know it's Brolan that plays alone, and they're just pouncing on it. Down Flusha goes. They can't find any luck here, just as they manage to come back online, gather some money. It's just a fast mid push again. The thing is now, if you're Fnatic, you're like, as soon as we adjust to that, that's when they're going to stop doing it. That's the problem, and JW's going to be dropped as well. No way he gets that kill. Amanek absolutely destroys him, and their money's going to be wrecked. Oh, no. G2 will tie things up. Kenny Estes down from T-Spawn, opens things up on Crims, and that was it. That's their cue. They're known as 2 players there. Brolan alone, he's good, but he can't fend off 5.
Can we bring up the scoreboard just so you guys can see how much of a clown fiesta this has been? Just back and forth rounds. It's the entire time, no team, apart from the pistols, basically, or post-pistol, has a team been able to chain more than 3 rounds together. At most, you're getting 2. If not, it is literally just back and forth. That has been the map.
And that does not help the CTs at all. Golden, I think you might be going down, my friend. Indeed. That's big, you know. And at this point, what do you do at this point? Pick your poison, because Fnatic, they could buy into this, but it would be SMGs, scouts, 1 rifle. They can't afford an AWP. Or they take the full eco and play for overtime. Those are your options right now. And they'll take the tactical timeout. This is it. Everything they've got, and it's not looking good. They have managed to win some astonishing rounds with just pistols, SMGs. But do you do the same here? Do you fully invest? Are you swinging for the fences? It would be SMGs. And I can see the money being invested right now. They don't want to play for overtime. They want to try and close this out in regulation. Full investments from Crims and Golden. Brolan as well. Here's the scoreboard. You see Nexa. What a shift he's put in. Great calling as well. Really exploiting that middle to B position. There's nothing that can be done. If it's working, just keep throwing it at him. They can't fend it off, and it's such a horrendous buy here. 1 M4, 1 FAMAS, 3 pistols. They need to be careful of this mid damage at the start. No shot connecting this time. Do they approach with the same tactic?
Locked in. Does manage to sneak it back. JW with the early aggression on Catwalk. Spots bodies mid. That doesn't mean anything. Could be B, could be short, could be long, could be anywhere still. That's not a whole lot of info to go off of. And yeah, they finally did make the adjustment, and this time it's not going Golden's way.
I knew as soon as they would adjust, that's when you just change things up. If they're taking a tactical timeout, they're adjusting, and you're ready for it. And they're going to go towards long here. Golden stuck there with a deagle. Needs to hope that JW can provide some covering fire here. Speculative bullet through the smoke. His teammate's done for. This is so good from G2. Nectar couldn't call a more perfect game at this point as Hunter applies the pressure. He's got a free kill there. Hits the shot. No problem whatsoever. That's big. And they'll have to save a FAMAS and a deagle. Well, that's not going to do too much for the next round, and now they are playing for overtime. So that's the thing. When you take a tactical timeout, they get the chance as well to discuss, well, we keep wrecking them towards B. They're going to have to do something about that eventually. Let's just go long now. And, of course, just Golden there with a deagle. They fit 3 players in towards that B bomb site, and it's just typical. You just know that's going to be the case. As soon as you make the adjustment, that's when they do go elsewhere.
It's really been back and forth, but two rounds of the same. Then it was the same pattern last time. But there we have it. So Crims, Brolan just need to save, just need to stay alive for the next round and hope that they can make it happen for overtime. This was a force buy coming in from Fnatic, and again, just no loss bonus, so they're not going to get much Skrill to work with in the next round. In the meantime, it's G2. They're going to have a full buy across the board, everything that they could possibly want. Now it's just a matter of focusing up.
Okay. Fnatic have been here so many times before.
There it is. You get a little bit of an idea of just how crazily back and forth this has been.
Well, G2 have the edge here for sure. They've got everything they could possibly need. They just can't buckle under the pressure here. Play as they were. Nothing has to change. Continue the pace. Stay together. They're hitting their shots. Right now in the fragging department, it looked like they're heads and shoulders above Fnatic, but can they close things out in regulation? If they don't, that's a nightmare. Everything will be reset. 16K. That's when Fnatic will get a second win.
That's a nice HE onto Hunter. That's a good start for Fnatic. Something. And if this, by some miracle, goes to overtime, could set the new map record with how even these two teams have been. This will be the true test of wills as JW is holding close with the Deeg.
Oh, the flash.
Flash through.
If it's connecting and JW gets a kill and falls away, it's going to be wild. No one there.
Hiding.
Oh, they can
because
swing
of course
now.
they have that angle there that allows them to hide. Silliness. Oh, he still gets one.
All right. That will do. But surely this is where GT closing out. 4 players towards short. Just Flusher there. Jax goes down though. He's been the entry man. He's been the one dealing with that pressure towards the A side. The MP9 surely isn't the weapon to save the day. It can't be. For G2's sake, they have to find him on the ramp. Flusher, he'll have to find multiple kills here with his weapon of choice. Oh my goodness, his headshots coming through. It's a team kill in the end, but still a 3-on-3. A chance now for G2 to close things out as they find Golden towards that pit position. No kits available. Only a FAMAS and a deagle to close things out. Crims, he'll get nothing. And it will be 16-14 for G2. An arduous task there, but they managed to pull it off just before they got reset. And remember, they lost to 2 ecos there in that second half, but they held their nerve throughout. They continued applying pressure to that B side, and as soon as the final tactical timeout comes in from Fnatic, they go A, and that's when they destroyed that money. It was a perfectly cool game from Nexa. 32 frags to go along with it.
I would say and Golden, but you're like in terms of performing as well.
Yeah.
Nexa, 32 frags. All right, that's pretty impressive. But in terms of the mind games, I feel like that was such an even match between the two teams, between the two in-game leaders. Such a fun game to watch. And, well, we get the third map now. So it doesn't even end here. We get to go to Mirage, an equally interesting map. But we're going to go and take a break, guys, real quick. And when we come back, we'll have the third map of the